Hey there, Masada employee. This is Lydia with the Masada Charter School Tech Team to give you some tips and a tutorial on managing your time with the ADP Mobile app. We've recently enabled clocking and time correction features through the app. If you're used to using the app already, it's been for time off requests. I'm going to go through both processes in our demo today. So let's get right into the app. The ADP app has recently had some updates to it. So if you've been using it and you haven't seen this quick clock option, you should start by updating the app. If it's already up to date, then you need to reset your account on the app. This doesn't reset your whole account, it just makes you log back in on the app. And when it does that, it uses the new login protocol, and these features should show up. If they don't, you need to come find me and we'll figure it out. You can take this login process, if you have to change your password, as an opportunity to create a password that will make your life a little easier. If you make it something funny, it's easier to remember. And if you include a number that you can do a series of, like you make the password the first time and it's just a 1, and then when you change your password you make it a 2, and then when you change your password you make it a 3, so that you can just adjust it in a series like that, so you don't have to remember a whole new password every time. That will help you a lot because ADP makes you change your password frequently. Okay, so that aside, I want to show you this quick clock. It's so super handy. It's just right on the front page of the app. You don't even have to log in. You just go into that quick clock and there are your punch options, just similar to like if you were at the kiosk. It's going to anticipate what it thinks your next punch will be, and it only shows those options. So in the case where you miss a punch, you need to use the show all options so that you can do whatever type of a punch you currently need. And that's it for the quick clock. It's simple, it's right there, readily available, it's awesome. I love it so much, and I know you guys will also if you're not already. And then to get into time corrections, you gotta sign in. Once you're signed in, you can see the dashboard as usual if you've already been using it, but it also has time card and clock. This clock feature is a lot like the quick clock at the front. It has same things, nothing extra or special really. View all clock options if you need something special because you missed a punch or something like that. And then really cool, the time card. This has some handy calculations going on at the top. Totals of your hours by pay period as well as by week. This is going to be super helpful in us managing our overtime. So we're going to look at the current pay period because I want to show you guys how. Oh, okay, here I gotta explain a little bit. So when we're right at the transition of a pay period, current pay period will show the period that is being processed. Okay, so we're still processing the September 1st through the 15th pay period, but we are currently in the next pay period, 16th through the 30th. So that is where I'm going to go to show you guys how to edit. See, and it's giving me a flag that I missed an out punch. I'm gonna go find out where that is. Tuesday. Oh, missed an in punch. Confucius. Anyway. So I need to fix this. This was Tuesday, September 16th, yesterday. So to start making any changes, I need to click edit. And my in time was not 5 p.m., that was my out time. 5. Oh. Okay, but I also need to show you guys, what if you missed your lunch break? If you need to also add a lunch break, you have to do more than just edit the times. You have to add a new entry down here at the bottom. So when you add new entry, it'll create 2 different blocks. So you use the top block for your morning. I'm gonna put 5:04 down here so that I don't forget what that was. Come up here. Started at 9:30 a.m. Out time for lunch would be 12 p.m. and in time would be 1 p.m. Done. Looks good. And then save. And submit for approval. Now it doesn't actually calculate into your summaries until after it's been approved. So that's why it gives you this warning of, hey, you have pending time entries. This isn't going to be accurate until those are approved. Now I want to talk about overtime. Overtime is a very particular situation because all overtime has to be run through Mr. Michael, and overtime has to be approved by Leanne. Now when we talk about overtime, there's 2 different sides of it. There's overtime where you're actually working more than 8 hours for every day of that pay period. Okay, so I want to go back and look at the 9/1, 9/15 pay period to kind of demonstrate things for a bit. So in this pay period, it started on a Monday and it ended on a Monday, which means that it has an extra day more than just the standard 20 days in a pay period, which would be like 5 and 5. Oh, sorry, 10 work days. It has an extra one because it's got 3 Mondays, not just 2, right? So the total hours that could be worked that's not overtime would be 88, and that's pretty typical. It's either 80 or 88 most pay periods, depending on if there's an extra day or not. So if I'm keeping an eye on this and I notice that I'm coming up to 88 and I think I'm going to go over it, if I want to work overtime to accomplish the things that, say, the teachers or whoever I report to needs done, I have to go to Leanne and get it approved first, and I have to let Mr. Michael know that she approved it. Okay. There's also the situation because ADP calculates overtime by week. If I get into a spot where I have, say, I missed a day 1 week, and I want to work to recover those hours the next week, say, because I don't have PTO. That is what we would call overflow time. It's not exactly overtime because it can be made to fill in for lost hours from a previous week as long as it's still in the same pay period, right? So those overflow hours also have to be approved by Mr. Michael, because he can't go over the 40 hours for that week. It has to be applied to the previous week if you're going to do those overflow hours. So whether it's overtime or overflow, it has to be run by Mr. Michael, and overtime has to be approved by Miss Leanne. All right, so that is all I have for time card. Now I want to go into time off and give a little intro to those of you who are new to it, or a reminder for people who are already used to using it. This time off section is where I can request to use my paid time off balances, or request to be request unpaid time off if I'm going to be gone. This is how we manage our approvals of like not paying to work, right? So if you scroll down a bit, you can go to request time off, and you choose which balance you're going to be taking from. Most hourly employees have the sick leave. So say I want to use my sick leave, and the system will not let me use more than what I have a balance for. So say I try to do a week and a day, and I'm acting as if and I'm going to use the setting where it starts at a regular starting time, and I'm going to do the full 8 hours of a day. If I did that for a week and a day, it would be more than my current balance, right? So if I go to submit that, it'll say, nope, you can't. It won't let you. It won't even let you try to submit it. It says you don't have that much. But normally we're not even trying to do stuff like that, right? So if I'm just requesting a day and it starts and ends on the same day, I can choose to either enter a start time, say if it's not going to be an all-day thing. If I'm just using a couple hours, then I want to enter the start time, and I'm planning on leaving at 2 in the afternoon. So I'm only going to use 3 hours. And then you review it, and you could submit that, and it'll flag you for most of the mistakes you can make that would be a real problem. But for the most part, it's generally pretty simple. It's really handy. They've made this mobile app very convenient, and I hope you guys enjoy using it. Get with me if you have any questions. Thanks for your time.